welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your friendly neighborhood Man2939 doing a little bit more of that post commentary on some old matches because I want to be able, I want to be able to show the difference between how I am now versus then, and what it looks like to get better, and sort of the difference that you see. Because getting better happens in stages. You know, I had a young man recently ask me to try to make a video showing how to get better at Dragon Ball. And I think I'm going to do that pretty soon. But one of the ways I try to show it here in Street Fighter is by showing the process. Like, I don't hide the fact that I'm not very good here. But when you compare this to where I get and where I will get, I think it's going to be astonishing. So here we are with our Blanka, Bronze 4, about versus a Jury. She's getting her stuff for free. I'm attacking even though it's, ooh, what a bad DI. She's obviously sitting there holding parry and I'm going for block the ball anyway, so being a little predictable. Didn't have any armor for that DI, I'm not sure why I bothered to go for it. But we're not out of this match yet. Round 2 coming up. Jury wearing the alternate costume, by the way, which is starting to grow on me, even though I like her first costume way better. Because yeah, I rely on block the ball a little bit too much, and I'm being a little bit too obvious with it. Which is why I try to mix in the slide to at least show something else to the opponent. But to be honest, ooh, these DIs are being counted every time. Bravo to my opponent. Seriously. Now I am in level 3 mode. And I'm in burnout. And I'm going to raw level 3 my way out of that problem. Oh. I know I wanted to DI right so bad. I'm sorry, I wanted to do a drive rush there so bad. She rushes forward into the Blanka ball and still just, oh my gosh, she can still come back if she level 3s, but she didn't. And the jumping Blanka ball. One of the things Blanka has that is so strong, he's the only character in the game who can hit you while going backwards in the air with a special. Imagine having a dive kick you can do while jumping backwards. It's pretty wild. I'm not reacting to these DIs well. He's wasting a little meter though. We get out of the corner. He does not get me in despite getting the grab. Level 3 whiffs, but so does my throw. And I'm still risking these. Ooh, I missed the anti-air ball part of that. I'm still risking going for DIs despite the fact that he has been calling them out every time. Now he's a burnout, can't call him out. I'm gonna go for the level 2 since he's a burnout, but I missed it. That was not a slide on purpose, I promise. And I also missed the follow-up Blanka ball, but it's okay because I managed to get the forward heavy, which is probably supposed to be a Blanka ball. And that's going to get us a 1 and done. Our next opponent, going straight into it, is... Oh, sorry, did I not cut out the face part? Dang, editor Nate, I'm already in audio mode, so I guess I won't cut it out. But, yeah, I'm starting to get to where I cut out the face part, because that's just a waste of time. We just want to see the matches. Even though it's nice to see that I'm on a rank-up opportunity. So here we are, trying to get possibly Bronze 5. I'm always seeing a small part of the screen, so I can't quite see those stars. Up against a classic Chun-Li. Was going for the air Blanka ball there, didn't quite get it out. DIing a little too much. Oh, very risky. She could have punished that so easy. Early on the Blanka Chan. Going for a raw Blanka Chan this early. Definitely didn't mean to do that. Nor did I mean to drop the follow-up combo. The coward crouch. I didn't mean to do that coward crouch. And to drop the counter punish is a hard thing to see. Especially now. I'm going for raw Blanka balls. But it did manage to turn around and go the right way, but not enough to save me. Almost burned out. I'm ODing too much. I bet you I wish that was an OD. But we slide for the finish. Slide it on in. Break it on down. Break it on down. Okay. Trying to finish off this match. Ooh, what a good Blanka ball that was. I wasn't sure which way you're supposed to block that one. It almost hit cross up. getting a lot of these air blanka balls. Oh my gosh, 3 times in a row. I told you, it is so unnatural. People just don't think about it. Look how many times I'm getting away with it. When you see somebody jump backwards, you don't think of them as a threat. Pretty much, even a Dragon Ball, you wouldn't think of somebody as a threat. There I go with the drive rush forward heavy. Is a really strong move because with drive rush, that down forward heavy punch is like full screen. It should be free kill. Sure enough, counter punish throw. Didn't want to make it complicated. And that's match 1 going to us. Coming into match 2. Yes, we get a match 2. Gotta be careful, I don't want any gutters out here. We always respect the Chung-Li, but we respect the round start crouching fierce, or forward crouching fierce even more. Ooh, into the DI, not close enough to get what I really wanted, but I kind of converted it either way. That wasn't a real conversion though. Ah, I messed up, I didn't get the standing heavy punch. I almost, see here's the thing, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I almost never go for that standing forward heavy punch thing where I go for the crouching forward heavy punch, but not the standing forward heavy punch. So if you see me do that, I'm more than likely fucked up going for a blanka ball. I'm just being real. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to your faces. But we are abusing. Ooh, that was not the best slide. She could have pushed it better. She's using a lot of bars. She burned herself out. No, not quite. That yellow looked almost black on this. See that? Like that was a perfect example of that forward heavy punch I was talking about. And again, I'm definitely trying to blanka ball there. But back then I was not quite as good at charging because I thought that you either had to hold back or you had to hold down back, and you couldn't choose between. You could like go back and forth. A very rare grab, but by the way, you can. It's just hard to do. It's because you can mess it up. A very rare command grab, because I don't go for that very often. It's slow and punishable, even though I get hit with it a lot when I'm playing against blankas. A lot of raw DIs here. Oh my gosh. Random raw level 3, but she tries to punish you with something a little too fancy. Unlike me. Oh! I was about to say unlike me, because I punish whiff supers with a good old-fashioned throw. Except the one time where I don't do it. I was literally about to brag on myself for saying, hey, this is why you should always keep it simple. Do a throw after instead of something fancy. Though, if you really are confident in your combos, you of course can get way more damage. But dadgum, if I didn't turn around and do the exact thing that I was just about to lambast him for doing. Dadgum. And I also forgot to cut this one straight to the fight. That sucks. Even for me, I have to sit here and just fill dead air when we get to the... even getting to the head part takes a while. Then the head part's not a fight, so oh wow, it's Chun-Li. Wow, head part. Great. Okay, finally, fight. It's a nice looking red uniform. Purple and red are like Chun-Li's best colors, by the way. Black maybe. But we usually go with the blue. Ooh, that was almost an nasty conversion. A little unnecessary, but forgot you could do that. We're looking for the throw there. DP, of course. I'm not letting you get me in the corner, especially when you're burned out. We're gonna drive rush, maybe? Oh, why drive it back? You didn't even put her back in the corner. Nate. No full combo there. Did I mistime the heavy kick? Jumpy heavy kick. DP again. I'm not standing here taking your corner shenanigans when I have a blanka. Easiest DP in the game, in my opinion, in the corner. Round 2. So just look at all Millhouse right here. Right, air blanka ball, strong. Missed the electric thing though. If you see me doing 2 LP, I want to finish it up with an electric thing. Ooh, I should have seen she was in the air and gone ahead and finished that with an air blanka ball or a anti-air blanka ball. I want to say, what is the name of it? What is the official name of that? Because blanka ball is the horizontal one, air blanka ball is sort of the jumping one. So what is the ground to air blanka ball actually called? It's still a blanka ball. We burned ourselves out getting that last hit, but that's all we need and less. Unfucking less. Wow, what a fucking... Oh my goodness, that was ugly. That was an ugly, ugly way to take the set. We dropped the kill and burned ourselves out in the process. And now we're going straight into the match with Cammy. And once again, did not edit it. This will be the last time I do not edit that stuff out because it is painful. Unless I was doing live commentary and saying something interesting, then there's just no reason to leave that in. Because the funny faces are not really worth it. Except for Dawson, who makes the best funny faces. Alright, you know what we're starting off with. At this point, I didn't quite have the confidence to do crouch down back. So I walk back a lot. I say confidence because if you do down back, you give them the opportunity to get closer to you. Whereas when you're walking back, they stay further away. However, if you're walking back, you are being way, way more obvious. And they can punish you, air block it, or parry it way easier. At least that's my opinion of this. So if I see a blanka walking backwards, I'm just like pretty much holding the parry button already. When a blanka crouched, could be ready to do anything. We're gonna go for the full quarter combo, or the full normal combo. Oh, that should not have been. I think I was trying. I don't usually get the jump combo very often, not even now. But obviously that's what I was going for. It's basically the normal post DI combo, just off a jump. You're in a little bit of danger, but we have beat her and we have blanka ball. But she's got a perfect parry. And we level 3, and that's it. Just like that. You move, I move, just like that. This is a critical art, too. So she gets all that ass in her face. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Think we're getting the rematch? Based on the thought size? Yeah. Alright, so this candy gave us a little bit of trouble. It's like I said, we're walking back. Should be crouching. A punish counter, straight into the DP. Slide, 2L. Fishing for the 2L into electricity. And now that is something that always blows me away. I figure you have the option on knockdown. When you knock somebody down, I figure you have the option of choosing between strike, throw, right? Well, sometimes it's like, if I choose not to throw, I'm the one who gets thrown. Like, why didn't my strike come out? Wouldn't my strike be plus enough to beat their throw tech? But, like, how the fuck do you wake up throw me? I still don't understand that shit. It's gotta be because it's been screened and how far it is, but then again, it happens to be in the corner sometimes. With some characters. It's kinda weird. Oh, that would have been a good air blanka ball. You deal with a lot of lows here. Bad DI. At least pepper behind some whites or something. Okay, we get the OD combo. Always want to follow your OD blanka ball with an air blanka ball, or again, I really don't know what to call it. Anti-air blanka ball? We need a better name for that though. Your vertical blanka ball? I wonder what they call it in the game. I have to look. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Thank you, Self. Straight into the kid. Can't believe I get hit by that. It's usually something I punish very easily. Ooh, he's throwing mediums, and he goes, oh my gosh. See, another opportunity where you could have punished with the, you could have punished with a simple throw. Okay, now we're not gonna drop this, right? Simple combo. Almost dropped it. And we burned him out. That's one reason it's so tempting to spam this shit, is because you know they have, like, if they don't parry it, they're going to lose their, they're either going to get hit or they're going to lose meter. Easy DI win. You do not know how to handle the balls. Now, you're a Ken, by the way, so I play Ken too. I would be throwing a lot of fireballs here. Because, hey, why are you ODing there? Anyway, so here's a throw. No, DP. It's weird. Could have punished that a lot easier. Yeah, as someone who also plays Ken, I can tell you that if I'm fighting against a Blanka, I will be throwing a lot of fireballs. Because Blanka Ball does not go through. It's not projectile immune. So he will get hit. And if you shut down a Blanka's ability to throw Blanka balls, you have done a lot of damage to him. So being very obvious here, is I'm just walking back. Anti-air. Oh, what the heck? I have to go straight into it raw because the combo version of doing it is pretty hard to do. It's basically like the normal version, except instead of ending in the anti-air ball, you do the medium horizontal Blanka ball. And it's just kind of tough to time. Like, you have to do it when they're really low to the ground and be able to do the super manually right after it. I don't think I've ever landed that in a combo. I have done medium ball into the level 3, but I've not done it in a combo. And there is the silver. So that is part of the reason I wanted to memorialize this and put it up, despite the fact that I didn't even do commentary. See, now he starts throwing more fireballs, so notice that I have nothing I can do. I just have to sit there. I have to sit there and possibly walk in or slide. I have to actually get close enough for the slide. Let's see, he can choose if he wants. Ooh, what a drop! What a bad drop. He's still doing those ODs on his combos for some reason, and I get my DP. So yeah, he can choose between being full screen and throwing fireballs, just like that. Oh, what a bad Blanka ball. Fireball was right there. What am I doing? Oh, I bet you that was one of those situations where telling Dawson I have my parry button tied to something else for Blanka so that I could do those hops. And I actually changed that. Since this video was made, I changed that and put parry on the same thing everyone else is. The only person who now has something other than L2 as their parry is Dawson. But the downside is, because of that, I never use Blanka's hop. Like, you will notice, even, I mean, to be fair, part of the reason I would have changed it is because I never even used it here. But you will notice that I never, ever use it. And I definitely never use it later on. Because manually doing all 3 kicks just doesn't really work. Oh, if I'd OD'd that, he'd be dead. But he's dead anyway. Manually doing all 3 kicks to do the hop seems impractical to me, because of the fact that one of those kicks is on R2. And the same thing happens with OD buttons. Or like OD, like, if I'm supposed to do quarter circle forward, kick, I'm going to always do the light and medium kick, because medium and heavy kick means pushing a button and the trigger at the same time. And a lot of times those want to come out differently. A lot of times the button wants to get there slightly before the trigger. I've practiced to try to stop that. Why am I not getting the full coverage there? I have practiced to try to stop that, but I've had a real hard time with it still. I'm better with it now than I was, but I still have a hard time with it. So yeah, in the heat of the battle, pressing forward at all 3 kicks, and not accidentally just doing light medium kick with a delayed heavy kick behind it, would be difficult. And that's exactly what would happen. And we get a level 3 to close out this particular match. So we have to win at least one more. Or was that it? Was that it? Yes, that's it. I appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with more Street Fighter 6. Hopefully I can get rid of some of this old footage and show you some of the stuff that's been happening more recent. I'm not going to do all the old footage like I used to, but anyway, see you tomorrow. Peace.